Hey guys, it's Adam with the Twisted 10. Today we have a very special bonus episode release for you. This is actually our episode number 2 from Patreon, recorded on August 23rd. In this episode, Tach guests, we talk about lucid dreaming, we talk about weight loss through hypnosis, and we settle a tie-breaking riddle from the live Twisted 10 show. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon, head over to patreon.com/twisted10. Thank you to our existing Patreons. We appreciate your support. You're literally helping the lights stay on in the studio. Please enjoy this bonus episode from Twisted 10 After Show.
Well, that was a fun episode, right? Welcome.
Your riddles?
Yeah, the riddles. Welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Riddle After Show.
All right.
Can I call myself the Riddler? If I'm going to do riddle shows, can I?
Yes.
Can I be the
I'll
Riddler?
call you
Josh the Riddler.
Lord Josh the Riddler.
Lord Mr. Wilson. No, it doesn't work. Lord Josh.
Yeah, Lord Josh. I don't know. It's so weird. Like, it's such a cool gift, but it just feels, what's the right word? Pretentious, maybe? Like, I don't know how to use it. It's fun. It's a cool thing to have. I love it. It's one of the coolest gifts I've ever been given because it's so, it's nonsense in that I don't need it. It doesn't get me any, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a cool gift. It's just a fun thing that my wife got me, but I don't know how to use it. I don't know. Oh man, I still hear the baby.
Yeah, poor guy.
So our listeners who are just joining us,
Yeah.
it's just me, Josh, and Ron here right now, and I'm Tach. And Adam is dealing with the babies.
Yes, so as you guys know, we are in a basement studio. We are in Adam's house.
Like the only basement in Florida.
The only one, yeah. All they had to do was build this giant ass hill around it so they could get a basement. I don't. But no, it's so Adam's upstairs being a dad for a few minutes. He might join us. He's going to try. We'll see what happens. But yeah, tonight was really cool. I ended up. Let me find my notes because I had a bunch of other riddles. Like there were so many. In fact,
Hit us up with one if you'd like. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
let me pull them up. Give me a second.
While you're pulling it out,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. You guys, I don't buy into a lot of hokum stuff, and I think, oh man, see now I don't know whether we were recording or not. Adam said something about auras, and that's not bullshit.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
said, yeah, Jordy LaForge sees it. No,
No,
I don't know if we were recording or not.
No, we were. That's
Okay.
when we were talking about synesthesia. That was.
I think that was on a break.
Two or I don't think it was. It was 2 or 3.
Sure.
It was one of the. It was one of our hard tangents from like number 2 and number 3 from tonight's episode. Was it memory?
Well, one thing I do believe in, and it probably is hokum, but for whatever reason, I've seen it play out in my life that when you dream things, those dreams, there's a reason you dreamed it, and it has a meaning to it. Sometimes you'll never figure out what that meaning is, and many times you will. And I'll give you an example in my life. I started years ago when I was in retail. I kept dreaming.
At Books A Million, right?
Yes. Actually, this is before Barnes & Noble. This was at Bath & Body Works.
Mm-hmm.
I kept dreaming about snakes. It was almost every single night. I was dreaming about snakes. Now, there's a couple different reasons you dream about snakes. And I just decided, look, it's like 7-8 nights in a row of dreaming about snakes. Something is going on. Like, what the hell does this mean?
Touching yourself.
And according to whom? Just you say there's 7 or 8 reasons. According to whom? Just
Dream dictionary,
cool.
dream
so just
interpretation
like
dictionaries.
Googling. All right, cool.
Googling it.
All right, cool. No, that's fine.
Exactly. So what I discovered, real or not, again, I don't know if it's hokum or not, but there's 2 main reasons you'll dream about snakes. One is a sexual thing; it's like a phallic symbol, and I wasn't like feeling that. And another
Feel my
is
snake?
Yeah,
yeah, sure, I'll feel your phallic symbol. And another one is someone is out to get you. Someone is trying to do you harm.
But how would
then
you
you're
know that?
unaware of like you're picking it up subconsciously, but you're not consciously aware that somebody is. So your subconscious is trying to tell you in your dream. Again, it could be complete bullshit, but it did turn out that somebody in my life at that time was looking to do me harm, like in my career, and I wasn't really aware of it. And I became aware of it after, and I'm like, But now every single time, because I hate snakes, I have a fear of them. Now every single time I dream about snakes, I'm instantly like, oh shit, is someone out to get me? Like I'm like panicked about it now. But go ahead, Josh. You were about to say something, then I'm gonna.
No, you're good. There's an episode of. Oh, what was that show? Stuff You Should Know. Have you guys?
No, I have.
Have you checked them out?
I have actually checked that out.
They're pretty cool. They just research it into the ground, and it just I don't know. I like informational podcasts. So they did an episode on mysticism. Have you listened to that one?
I have not.
So it is. I mean, a lot of their episodes are really good. So it's kind of an empty thing to say, like, go check it out. It was a good episode. Like, they just make a good show. If you like their content, like they have their thing. They research a topic. They just throw it at you. What you got?
Who's the host of that show? Because I feel like I've heard about the show because maybe the host was a guest somewhere.
God, I tried to remember the names of our own hosts, and I struggle with that. So I don't.
I'm Tach.
I'm Ron. And this is the Twisted 10 After Show.
I guess we should do an intro for the we have to do something, right?
Well,
We don't have to.
I mean, I kind of did something where I said, "Hey, here we are," and Adam's there.
That's all right. That's cool. No, what I was looking up riddles. I found a couple of the sites that I had open. So
real quickly, my first dream thing was just to lead to this dream. And now let's see if we can interpret the dream I had last night.
No, let's do your thing.
Because we're pros
Okay.
now, or
Yeah, because now that you guys are totally pros,
we know about snakes.
see if you can figure
so-
out this one.
Are there
I had
snakes involved?
I had a dream I was at a house party. House, I don't know whose house this was. I didn't know anybody at this house. A bunch of crazy ass drunk people. I knew my wife was there, yet she wasn't around me. She was back in a bedroom somewhere hanging out with a bunch of people.
Man, that sounds like my parties.
Finally, she came out of the bedroom and she goes to me, "We need to go to a strip club right now." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "We need to go to a strip club right now." Now, I know my wife doesn't want to go to a strip club in real life. I know my wife would be miserable at a strip club in real life. So in my dream, I'm instantly like, okay, you don't want to go to a strip club. This is a bad idea. No. She's like, shut the F up. We're going to a strip club. Stop effing around. We're going right now.
You
I was like
can
a
say fuck on the show.
I know. I don't know why I said F. I don't know. There's like a bunch of people, and I'm thinking. So we're bringing some people with us. I'm thinking like a little buffer to be better. No, just me and you. We need to go right now. And it finally, she was just annoying me at the time. I'm so glad I finally woke up from the dream. It was really annoying me.
Wow.
But I woke up and I'm like,
Hi, Jackie. I still like you.
why did I dream that? No, I told her this dream about how she was annoying me too. If she hears this after show, she'll remember this and start laughing. We were laughing about it all day, but I can't understand
I have
why.
kind of a theory.
Yeah, I'm ready to hear it because
Okay.
I still can't figure out why the hell I had this dream.
So you were at a house party, people you didn't know. First question, you know how you have dreams of friends and they're like, they were close friends, but they don't really exist. But I knew in my dream that they were close friends of mine. Was that a case here?
No, did
Okay.
not know these people at
All right,
all.
great. So now I'm thinking this is like some sort of I don't mean a sex dream like you're thinking, but a sex dream like your relationship with your wife. Like, is there, I don't want to get too personal here. You'll have to answer, but are there issues in the bedroom? You don't even have to answer it. Don't even answer it.
There are not.
No way to answer it.
Okay,
Answer
so,
it.
There are not.
so
Very
like if you're
gross
thinking,
detail.
yeah, so you're
All right,
in a
Freud.
place, in a house party, people you know, so now you're feeling alone, right? So maybe you're feeling alone, and then your wife is off in a bedroom. You're not quite sure what's going on.
No,
She
I did
comes
not
out-
know what was going on.
She comes out, and she's like, we need to go to a titty bar. Or maybe we need to have sex. You know, for whatever reason, doesn't matter why she felt that way. It's just now this is what this is. You're also in a place where that you're unfamiliar with, and you feel alone. Am I hitting anything here? You're just looking at me like,
I really don't know. I mean, you could be. I'm just not really aware. I'm not aware. I don't know.
Maybe you were just
all right.
maybe you're just horny. Maybe
Yeah,
you just
maybe
maybe
that's
you're
it.
just like, I want a titty bar and I can't go because I respect my wife's perspective. I want to go to a titty bar.
Yeah, that's it.
Is it?
I mean, just to like really animalize it and keep it simple. Just like, I want it, I can't have it, and she's why. Out of respect for your wife, I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe your subconscious doesn't.
That's a good point. So this
That's a
was
good point.
So she
Well,
was
mine's
my.
not.
Well, it's not that yours
I'm just
wasn't a good
kidding.
point. It's just that it wasn't really hitting on anything that I'm aware of.
Right.
If that it turns out that something comes to be true, to be continued on another after show, I'll say, hey, remember when we talked about so and so?
Gotcha.
Bro, you nailed it, or like whatever it is. But right now, I just don't know. Usually, I like to always go through and try and Google my dreams. What if you dream about bears? What if you dream about spiders? What if you dream about snakes? But what if you dream about your wife wants to go to a titty bar and you don't want her because you know she'll be miserable? Couldn't find that on Google.
That's actually that's a category on Pornhub. You hit that. It's just it's a long one.
I think that's looking too deep into it.
Yeah, it was such a detailed, specific dream.
But break it down to the basics. Your wife wanted something, yet it's something you wanted as well, but you knew that it wouldn't be good for her.
Yeah, I knew that she wouldn't want to.
Right.
Even though she was telling me she did, I was like, I don't believe you.
It's a trap.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, I just thought I'd share. It's just a dream.
No, it's pretty interesting. I actually I have had almost 0 dreams that I can remember in my adult life.
Oh my lord! I
That
dream
is
almost
awful.
I dream almost every single night. Stuff
I have
can remember.
amazing, entertaining dreams.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too.
I used to. It's kind of wild. I fell into like a really weird goth kid nonsense thing as a teenager. So caveat. I got really into this concept of lucid dreaming. I got really into
Oh
this.
my god,
Yes.
dude!
Tach.
Dude,
Tach.
I am obsessed with lucid dreaming.
It is something that when I was younger, it was like to the point of on command.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
Dude, I could talk the next hour on this topic.
This guy Tach over here is all about the lucid dreaming thing.
Yes, like I figured out a formula.
Welcome back, Adam.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, look who's here.
How are the little ones?
One's just wanting to play, and the other one, well, she's already had both boobs, and I've tried feeding her a bottle.
She's had boobs.
At least somebody's getting boobs. You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, Adam's going, what's your name? Ron. Ron's going to a strip club with Jackie, so that's happening.
No,
Again?
not happening. That is not what was discussed.
Sweet.
No,
we got to explore this dream.
We talking like Mons Venus?
No,
or we
this-
talking like...
No, this was a dream. Just or a quick recap because everyone listening has heard this, but Adam, I had a dream that my wife kept insisting. We were at a house party that she was racist. Had
That's not racist.
was that
I had a dream of the famous...
It's the exact opposite of racism, actually.
You're quite
It's about as far from it as you could get. Really.
Anyway, we were at a house party, and she comes out of a back room and insists 100 times over, we need to go to a strip club. Let's go to a strip club right now. And I kept telling her, no, you don't want to go. You'll be miserable. You'll hate it there. That was the dream. And then we were just trying to maybe decipher, and Tach had some interesting stuff, and Josh had some interesting
dream
stuff.
analysis. I like
and,
it.
well, we talked about, leading up to that, I talked about dream analysis and how I buy into that hokum shit, but not other hokum shit for whatever reason.
Freud has some very interesting takes on what dreams mean and the subject matter and the predicaments that your dreams have.
I'm sure they're all sexual in nature.
Well,
with
that's all
Freud.
Freud dealt with. Yeah. So, yeah, that's his psychoanalysis of anything is sexually related.
Did you know he has his own sticker pack on Telegram?
Freud does?
No.
Or Ron? Wait, who?
Freud.
Oh, okay.
Freud does, yeah.
I did not know that.
No, we were, I just told these guys, I know I've told you this before, I could probably count on my fingers the amount of dreams
I could probably count on my fingers too.
in my adult life that I can remember.
That's crazy.
Wow, really?
Yeah. That's just I mean, man, you're like missing out. Like 2 nights ago, I had the dream that this demon was ripping some girl's baby out of her stomach by sawing through her. This is the kind of dreams that I have some.
I have some.
I am just missing out.
Some fucked up dreams,
Disturbing.
like fucked up, disturbing
I
dreams.
will tell you this.
that
if
wake
you ever
me up
dream,
and I can't go back to sleep.
if you ever dream you're going to go somewhere like to pee, try to wake
Don't
yourself
do
up.
it. Don't
wake
do it.
yourself up.
I've fallen for that twice now.
Oh, yeah. You'll
Twice.
piss yourself. Grown-ass adult, you're going to piss yourself.
I've never pissed myself, but I have had dreams where, oh my god, I got to piss so bad. I got to piss.
wakes you up
Finally, I
immediately.
wake up and
Oh,
I
yeah.
go, I got tinkle.
Yep. Don't fall.
Oh
for
man, you're missing out on.
I don't know. With that disclaimer, I don't know if I am.
Well, here's the thing: is from what I understand, we all dream. Like if you didn't dream,
Yeah, it's REM
you'd go
sleep.
crazy.
Right.
But you don't remember. I wonder
Right.
why. I'd love to know why does Josh not remember his
So
dreams, but I remember a ton of them.
It probably has to do with my hypothalamus gland not doing shit while I'm asleep.
Actually, it probably isn't. It probably overworks.
Even better.
Your brain probably dreams very heavily when you're asleep, but the retention, which is your hippocampus,
Hippocampus.
I had a back.
Oh, school.
Hypothalamus.
doesn't store those memories into your permanent memory, into your long-term memory. So what you can do, this is a neat little trick for anybody who ever wants to try this, is keep a notebook by your bed. Very often, you'll wake up from between REM sleeps and you will have come out of a dream. You'll remember it while you're in lucid sleep. If you can somehow trigger your subconscious to write down what you just dreamt about, you won't even remember writing it down the next day, but you can get up and you can review, and it might somehow trigger those memories. I've tried that before, and it works pretty well.
Yeah, that's actually a really good time. So what we had just started talking about before you came down was the concept of lucid dreaming, concept of controlled dreaming,
which is a thing I'm huge into and have been for like a decade now.
I had no idea.
Never tried anything like that.
About the only thing you missed was that I had done it as a teenager. I say I had done it like it was some sort of like weird drug, but like I got good at it as a teenager, and I don't know what happened. I just became a boring ass adult, and I just I don't know, like staying up until 1 a.m. playing video games, waking up at 6 a.m. to go to work for like 5 years probably has done something to my sleep capacity. I don't know.
Your body says no time to have fun. We
REM
need to
sleep,
focus
pass
on.
it.
Yeah, we need to focus on. In fact, that you might have been more onto something when you just said that than not. So when your hippocampus, thank you, Ron, does convert those short-term memories to long-term memories, is during your sleep and is during your multiple REM cycles. And what it's doing every single day is it's taking the knowledge and the experiences that you had that day and transferring them into your long-term memory.
You're right,
this has been
Josh.
studied.
Sorry, you were just like really twitchy.
Now I've spent a lot of time sitting today, and then I got up before we started doing the after show. That's why I was pacing, because I've just spent a lot of time sitting, and then I just
Sorry,
sat
Adam,
back down. No,
Ah, it's fine. That's fine.
I was just really getting concerned. You know.
no, I'm good.
No, I do stuff like that too. I just
What's that powder under your nose, Josh? What's going on?
It's ketamine. That's
so
snort ketamine, right? Is that how that works?
I got really obsessed
Snort
with
crack rock.
lucid dreaming for so long, and I've almost got it down because I was trying to develop a fail-safe way to do it to where it always works. Trying to come up with a formula that it always works every single time.
What was your starting point? What was recipe number 1?
Well,
Food before you go to bed is mine.
I mean, certainly.
no. So now I can do it like out of 10 times. I could probably control it. If I say tonight I'm going to lucid dream, and I do that 10 nights in a row, I will do it probably 6 out of the 10 times. So I'm getting there. I'm not there yet.
So in your dream, do you have recognition you're in a dream?
Yeah.
That's
And
what
you-
lucid dreaming
yeah,
is,
and you have
correct?
control
100%.
over
Control,
Yeah,
yeah.
100% control. You know exactly that. You were in a dream.
what can you
state.
alter in your dreams.
Anything you
Anything.
fucking want.
So you can change the plane of existence that you're on in your dream.
I'll
No,
use.
it's
by
a bit
thinking about
deep. I mean,
Oh.
I don't know what you mean.
So I'll give you an example. One that stuck with me. It's the first time it like ever happened, and I went through like a full length dream, if you will, and I had control of it. What it is you have to teach your brain. Or at least this is what worked for me. Is I had to teach my brain how to find something that was off. And out of all the things, it was crazy. I worked at McDonald's, and one of the other kids there, he had the Civic with this just stupid, ridiculous Farcan exhaust. It was just not great. But in this dream, his name was Kyle. I was in the car. Kyle was driving. And we were like in a neighborhood for whatever reason. But the first thought that I had, because there's an awareness, a consciousness that comes with it, was that his car's not making any sound. And that has still stuck with me to this day. And I remember being in the car, and I remember looking at him. I really like we were driving, and I remember looking over and like seeing it was houses. It was really generic, like I don't know, it's whatever. I'm just moving on the road because we hit a bunch of mailboxes. Is what happened, but I couldn't control that because he was driving, and I knew that. And then I jumped out, and I was fine, and then I don't remember anything else. But that was like my first one that stuck with me because I just remember.
So my right now my formula is, if you plan on lucid dreaming tonight, you know, everybody write this down. I'm telling you, this works most of the time. 80% of the time, it works every time. Sorry. Anybody? Another quote? So
I don't know where that's from.
it's from
Usually good with movie
It's
quotes.
from Anchorman.
Anchorman. Thank you.
Ah.
So you lay down, right? Like you're going to sleep. What always helps me is I take like part of a pillow, part of a blanket, and cover my eyes. So you have no light seepage in any way. You want pitch black in your eyes. And then you start thinking about things. What helps me is to think about movement. Like whether it's like almost a lot of times I picture myself on a roller coaster. And almost to where it's like flying through a city. And you just think about that. That's all you got to do. You just have to think about it. And your dreams will actually begin before you fall asleep. Like they will actually start, and you'll start to have visuals and all that before you're even asleep, because you'll see shit and be like, I'm still awake.
I'm trying it now, Ron.
Yeah. So
Are you from this conversation? No,
No.
you close your eyes and then you think about that. And what really helps when you know that it's starting to work is you'll see light coming in, almost to the point where it's like blinding, and you're like, but my eyes are completely covered. There's no light coming in. But it's your mind starting to go. And you'll see visuals, things moving. They could just be very abstract things. But then you start putting it all together. And you bring it all together, and your dream will begin as you're still awake. But then you'll just slowly kind of drift off. But now you already have control of that dream before you're asleep.
It's before you got to back me up just a little bit before that. How much weed do you smoke before you came to this point?
Tell me, I'm gonna try it again tonight. Like this is, it is so awesome because I will tell you now, 9 times out of 10, I turn mine into sex dreams. Just so you know.
So I know what movement you're talking about now.
Because it's great because like you can be anywhere and have any girl. And like, let's say you decide, in this room, this is where you're going to make your dream.
Please don't fuck me in your dreams, Tach.
You can have like
He already has.
10 girls just sitting in the room, and you can go, you come here, and it just okay. Or
That sounds like Bolivia. Oh no.
Oh man, cut that out. Cut that out.
Speaking of South America,
But anyway, that's my lucid dream quick version.
that's cool. That's interesting because I'm harping back to 15-year-old experience, but you took a proactive approach to it versus mine, which was reactive. It was teaching my brain to recognize when I was dreaming to then take control of it, kind of in the opposite. Because I talk about I mentioned the sound. Another one was light. Another one that stuck with me is flipping a light switch. And I remember the sensation of seeing the light. Like if light moved very, very slow, to make the example, like I coming like out of the light and cascading down the walls as the room was lit up, as like if you flipped a light switch and light moved slow, as it would light up the room slowly instead of the seemingly instantaneous nature of it.
A lot of these things are hypnosis techniques too. So there's one that you imagine yourself being slowly dipped into a thing of water. All right, and the water is warm; it's not cold or shockingly hot or anything.
Sleep thing. Sorry,
is it really?
It's one of the go to sleep things that I use.
And you teach yourself. You start at the tips of your toes, and you imagine the water.
Start at just the tip.
You imagine that water, that warm, comfortable water, moving slowly as you're being lowered into this vat of water, moving slowly up your foot and then to your ankles and then to your et cetera, all the way up to the top of your head. And theoretically, in this hypnosis state, you're supposed to be completely under or asleep by the time you get to your head. So but you have to imagine like when it hits a certain spot on your thighs is also when it should start to hit your fingertips. So you need to project
and your balls.
Your
Come
imagine.
on now.
Yeah,
skip over all that
for sure.
Can I talk about the hypnosis thing really quick? Because I know you're trying to get some riddles. I'm sorry. Now you started off with.
I have 100% given up on the riddle.
Oh, no, don't give up on the riddles.
22 minutes ago.
I just want to quickly talk about this. So I have a friend of mine who swears and has for years up and down about self-hypnosis. And not necessarily doing it during the day and you dangling something in your face, but there's YouTube videos. There's a gentleman actually who's like a professional at this, English guy, Michael Seeley, or at least he's a professional reader of them. I don't know that he's the one writing them, etc. He swears by this guy up and down that whatever you want to fix in your life that is part of your permanent programming, that you can do it through these guys' videos.
Is it only like $19.95 per video?
No, it's free. It's actually free.
I'm going to put, when you're done, a ton of weight to that statement.
Okay, so he's been telling me about it for at least a few years. I would dabble. I mean, maybe one time I try it, twice. And then finally, as you guys know, I've been working really hard on losing weight. 10 weeks now, 29 pounds. Super excited. Super excited. But what I decided to do was, I'm like, what the hell? What could it hurt to try one of these damn things? So he gave me one, Michael Seeley, weight loss. And it's been so interesting so far. I did it for 60 straight days. I think I missed 2 or 3 nights where I was just so tired I wanted to go to sleep and not put it in my ears. So I put it in my ears. It's about 45 minutes long. I have yet to ever hear one time in 60 times almost in a row, ever hear any of the stuff about the weight loss. I couldn't tell you one word of it because I was always out before then. Now, would I wait till I was fairly sleepy? Yes, I would, because I didn't want to be wide awake for it. I could tell you a lot about the hypnosis, quote unquote, hypnosis part of it. And a lot of it was, it's mostly different modes of counting. First, he's like, imagine you're this. Imagine you're that. Feel yourself sinking into the bed. All this kind of stuff. Then he starts talking about being at the top of the stairs. You feel the carpet under your feet, and then it's wood stairs, it's oak, and then you're stepping down, and then all of a sudden you're on a beach and you're walking to this chair. And usually by that time or before, out. And I never heard word one about the weight loss stuff. I've never listened to it awake just to hear what it all says.
Conscious, yeah.
Yeah, conscious. So I'm always asleep. I won't say I'm hypnotized. Absolutely asleep.
Listen to this quote. The virtuous man contents himself with dreaming that which the wicked man does in actual life. That's Sigmund Freud on dreams.
Interesting.
That's a cool quote.
That is a cool quote.
Josh doesn't dream because he does all the fun shit you dream about in real life, Tach. That's what that means.
Oh.
There's an interesting concept. You call it hypnosis, and I'm going to put a different name to it. He calls it affirmations.
Yeah, see, I do affirmations
Yeah,
too
see?
during the day, though.
And so affirmations, they fall into this category of what you call hokum. The whole when you wake up, say it in your own voice, say it over and over again, say it every day. It'll reinforce it. Blah blah. It'll change your worldview. Blah blah blah. So the first time that I ever gave the concept of affirmations any credence, it was after I finished a book that was called Think and Grow Rich. It was written by Napoleon Hill.
Napoleon Hill, yeah.
Yep. He wrote the book. He did a significant portion of the work on the book with Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie was an avid proponent, so much so that he gives credit in that book to his affirmation practice every day.
Dale Carnegie was an affirmation guy?
Isn't he
I
the
didn't know
7
that.
Habits of Highly Effective People?
That is Stephen Covey.
Stephen Covey.
You're thinking
that's right.
Yeah, Dale Carnegie was the steel empire mogul. He pulled the American steel industry
How to Make
together.
Friends and Influence People.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Sorry, it took me a second. I have that book.
Good job.
Listened to it multiple times. It's pretty good. The guy who narrates it on Audible is very interesting. It's a very old guy. But I love it because it kind of matches the persona. Persona is a bad choice of words. It matches the tone of the book perfectly.
So the reason I'm doing the affirmation was just kind of reinforce, again, if I was going to give my friend's hypnosis thing that he swears by, he didn't do it for losing weight because the dude's just super stud in shape. He used it for a couple other, real bad habits in his life. And I don't want to get into his personal life, but
Sure.
No, please do.
he did it for some other bad habits and some behavioral changes that were just part of his programming.
Hookers and cocaine.
Yeah, well, not hookers and cocaine, but maybe one of them
Hookers
was
on cocaine?
Yeah, maybe one of them was substance.
I don't want to completely. Excuse me. I don't want to completely kind of undermine his entire belief system and this hypnosis system. But if you go to bed every night and you say, "I was a sarcastic asshole all day, and I don't want to do that anymore," eventually, you're going to stop being a sarcastic asshole because you go to bed every night saying, "I'm going to stop doing that." And I guess that's not really undermining what he's saying.
It's not, actually.
It's
It's not at
supplementing
all.
it in a different way. It's if you go to bed every night and you think, "I want to lose weight," like I'm putting this thing on. Like you said, they didn't mention anything about weight loss at all. I'm not saying they need to. I'm not saying it's wrong or pseudoscience. Just you go to bed, you're like, I want to lose weight, and this is a thing that I need to do that's going to help me lose weight and stay in that mindset.
Yeah, but is that Pavlovian training or is that actually
but-
affirmation in essence? I mean,
What's the difference?
So let me give you maybe what I'm about to say
I don't
will
know.
kind of help
there's
spur
not.
about what the conversation you guys are going to have, because I don't know what Pavlovian means.
Yes, you do.
But anyway,
You 100% do.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do.
But here's the thing. So I've tried to lose weight multiple times, many times without success, many times with success. But
whose success?
oh, guys, wah wah. And the only thing I can point to this time that's been different so far is, it's not like this thing makes me eat make better food choices because it doesn't. I have to consciously make those food choices. It doesn't make me eat my vegetables more. It doesn't make me like things I never liked before. Oh, this broccoli is so fucking good. Oh, it's delicious. I love it. No, the only thing I could say that has changed, and again, I've yet to ever listen to this awake, and I'm curious, has been the amount of food, the overeating. My guess is if I listened to this and actually heard it, in fact, you know what? I'll do it and I'll bring it just a quick hit for the next after show. I'm going to actually listen to this completely awake just to hear what it says. I'm curious if that's where the focus is, because I have to say, I've never had, just without even thinking, not even trying, appetite control until now. I truly have, like, I can control how much I eat. It's not even so, oh my God, I can't eat. I can't. I like physically cannot overeat anymore.
Yeah,
I just can't do it.
That's cool.
It makes
So I don't know if it's this or if it's just me so determined to never feel like complete shit again. Because at the beginning of the year, I did. I got real sick. I was overweight. It was just all of this, and I said to myself, I don't ever want to feel this way again. I want to feel healthier. I want to be able to exercise. I want to be able to walk up a flight of stairs without running out of breath. All of that. So maybe it's just determination. Maybe it's the hypnosis, quote unquote. I don't know, but that's been the change for me this time.
Pavlovian training, just in its essence, is ring a bell, show a dog a treat, the dog salivates because he's going to get the treat. Ring a bell again, and show the dog the treat, the dog is going to salivate. Now, ring the bell, don't show the dog the treat, the dog still salivates because it's associated that bell to a reward that it enjoys. Pavlovian is just repetitive.
The scientist's last name was Pavlov.
Yeah, Pavlov.
So
that's why it's Pavlovian. But it's just the wire together, fire together kind of thing that we talked about earlier from your best brain. It's the same kind of stuff. If you habitually do things in certain orders, it is very hard to break that mental train of thought to switch that mechanism that you do your thing. So, for example, in the morning, every morning when you get ready for work or fucking in the middle of the pandemic, it's kind of hard to say anything like this, but a typical routine that you get ready to go to work every day, let's say you get to be at work every day at 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, you have a routine. You get up, you shower, you brush your teeth, you put on your clothes, you go to work, or whatever your routine happens to be. That's very set in stone. You do that and you don't even think about doing that because you have trained yourself to do those mechanisms and to do that repetitive processes. Well, this is very similar to Pavlov's training and Pavlov's theories.
This is what I've said about the comedian Ron White. With his glass of scotch.
Oh my God, I just saw him live a year ago. He didn't fucking do it once, but go ahead, say it.
He has his punchline indicator.
Whatever he
glass
does.
of scotch. He says a joke, and when he hits the punchline, he takes a drink. He trains his audience to laugh.
I just saw him in Melbourne a year ago, live. Didn't do it one fucking time. Just going to tell you that.
Did he show up with Josh Blue?
I don't know.
One of my favorite comedians now.
Oh, I know who Josh Blue is.
He's got cystic fibrosis.
He's got
No, he did
muscular dystrophy.
He was not with him. No,
maybe it's muscular. I don't know which neurological disorder he's got, but he's got something, and it's very awkward when he's walking out on stage because he's walking out with his disability.
Yeah, like his arm kind of goes like that.
Dude plays it up, and he
kills it, man.
He addresses the elephant in the room right off the bat. So it immediately lowers the level of the audience down so you aren't on edge. And then he just fucking nails you left and right the whole show, either with jokes about his disability or at the end of the show, you don't even realize he's got a disability. You're so into his show. It's so fucking good. I think he won Last Comic Standing or something.
Yeah, I saw him on Last Comic Stand like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah, he's great.
Do
yourself a favor. Look up, do a YouTube search.
Blue. I'll
Blue.
check him out. That's like the guy who won America's Got Talent, the comedian, the stuttering guy. He stuttered really bad, and he won America's Got Talent as a stand-up comedian. When he first went up there...
Stop with your eyebrow.
And he started... Sorry, I had an itch. I wasn't trying to drive you nuts by pushing my eyebrow the wrong way. But when he first went up there, in his first joke he started telling, and everybody's just staring. I mean, not a laugh, because people like... He hadn't hit the punch... It felt so awkward, but the funny part was he totally was playing on that awkwardness for when the punchline hit, and everybody started crying, laughing, because the guy was just so funny, because he played the stuttering, because he couldn't help but stutter.
He was a young guy, right?
Yes, he was very young, like
in his 20s or something.
Yeah, maybe 22.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, interesting. But Anyway, we got way off subject. I really want to hear some riddles from Josh.
No.
Oh, come on, dude. I want to hear some more riddles.
All right, I'll give you
Jonesing.
one.
All right.
You get one.
Yay.
This is the tiebreaker, Adam. Shut up, Tach. You're not allowed to answer. No, I'm just kidding.
It's worth 5 points.
It's worth 5 points. It's worth 12 points.
Okay.
Why not make it 100?
I got no signal. Sorry, I'm lifting my phone up so I can get a signal, hopefully.
In case your wife is texting you again.
It had nothing to do with me being down here.
No,
This is
no,
the babies.
just tough
Her
night.
stress level went from 0 to 100 real quick. One baby was puking and the other baby was screaming. Just a bad
It's all good, man.
combination.
Yeah, no.
That never
Yeah.
happens. We never have both of them wake up like that together at the same time.
Okay, you guys ready? The 1 point tiebreaker.
No, this is worth 5 points. I can win too.
Could be worth 2 points and you could win. So it's fine.
3, 3, and 2.
Okay, for the privilege of blowing me, 2 girls ate dinner together. They both ordered iced tea. One girl drank them very fast and had finished 5 in the time that took the other to drink just 1. The girl who drank 1 died while the other survived. All of the drinks were poisoned. How did she survive?
Can you say it one more time?
Of course. 2 girls ate dinner together. They both ordered iced tea.
Wait a minute. For the privilege of blowing me wasn't part of the riddle. I was totally trying to figure
I
out
was like laughing.
how did this relate to blowing him.
That's why I was laughing. I was like,
So when you didn't say
Just winner gets all the marbles, Ron.
Oh man, well I'm totally disappointed now.
All right. 2 girls ate dinner. They both ordered iced tea. One girl drank them very fast and had finished 5 in the time it took the other girl to drink just 1. The girl who drank 1 died while the other survived. All of the drinks were poisoned. How did she survive?
Oh, I know. Adam.
Yeah,
Adam.
zero clue.
The drinks weren't poisoned. The ice cubes were.
Boom.
that's
Bam.
because I knew I've heard this one before, but I couldn't remember
I still
it.
don't
Never heard
get
that
it.
one before. She drank them very. The clue in there was she drank them very fast.
So the ice cubes didn't melt.
The one girl drank just 1, so the ice cubes had time to.
Damn, I was
Poison
shit. I was never getting that. Damn, Adam won. Proving once again that I'm stupid and Adam's smart.
Booyah!
Wow.
Good Lord, you're stupid. I had 1 point.
Oh, well,
Or
yeah.
2, maybe. I don't remember.
Well, I mean, what does that say about Tach?
Yeah.
Well, before we get out of here, as always, thank you to our patrons. Thank you for checking out the after
For
show.
sure. For sure.
Thank you for supporting the show. It's very important to us. So I appreciate that.
They're our real listeners.
They're the real OGs.
We love you the best.
the TCs, the Twisted Council.
Yeah, eventually in the future we'll have maybe some merch just for the Twisted Council, maybe just for our patrons. So
Actually, Patreon has a merchandising thing built in. So we can actually, you can, there's a lot of customization to it. Like if you can do it once a month, they get something new. Every 3 months, they get something new. So there's a lot of options for the merchandising. It just gets built into the tier. So it's really cool.
nice.
So we actually have access to, I know it's kind of off the cuff, but Patreon specific merchandise for just the council who's like directly financially keeping the show up. So
That's cool.
we can
That's
talk
actually
shit
good.
about the other listeners who aren't patrons.
yeah.
They're stupid.
No, we need them too, Tach.
And their moms dress them funny.
But they won't hear unless they become patrons. Then at that
right.
moment, they're not stupid anymore.
Right.
That's a good point.
That's
So
a good call.
it's
Thank you for letting us win.
Yeah, it's a circle of life.
I almost sang it.
I know.
The circle of life.
One day, Simba, this will all be yours. All right. All right, you guys. Sorry I missed the first part of the after show.
That happens, man.
Life happens.
You gotta
Hey,
be
you
a dad.
Yeah, the old dad it
That's
up.
way more important than the show any day of the week.
I mean, until we're making lots of Patreon money, then.
Yeah. And screw those kids.
All right, you guys want to get out of here?
Yeah, let's do it. This is cool.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
See ya.
See ya.